Have you ever felt uncomfortable or nervous in social situations? In today's video, I'm going to give you some tips on how you can overcome social anxiety to help you start feeling more confident in social situations. Hi everyone, if you're new here, my name is Kayla and I am dedicated to helping you become the best version of yourself no matter what your current situation is or what you went through. Go into details, what exactly is social anxiety? Now, social anxiety is the fear of being judged, criticized, or rejected in social situations. It might range from mild anxiety to severe anxiety. Meeting new people, speaking in public, being the center of attention, or even being watched while you're doing anything can cause or can trigger social anxiety. There are a lot of signs which might be emotional, physical, or behavioral. Now, some emotional signs include feeling self-conscious in everyday situations, fear of being watched or judged by others, or fearing that you'll do something that will embarrass yourself. The physical signs might include trembling or shaking, feeling dizzy or nausea, or shortness of breath. Behavioral signs might include staying quiet to avoid embarrassment or just avoiding social situations on a whole to limit your activities. Now, growing up, I've always been anxious no matter what the situation was. I've always thought that people were either judging me or they were laughing at me. Because of this, I would sometimes stay in my room not wanting to leave. Sometimes I would wish that I could go like a day or week without having to socialize with anyone. And if I do talk to anyone or meet new people, I would overthink on what I said and wonder if they were making fun of me after I left. Now, during COVID, I had the chance to reflect and correct most of the things that I was doing wrong. I worked on myself and today I am feeling so much better to go out in public. And yes, sometimes anxiety does creep in, but I remind myself that I've got this. And I'm going to give you some tips that will help you feeling like the confident rock star you are. So, how can you overcome social anxiety? Tip number 1, challenge your negative thoughts. Your thoughts are one of the most powerful weapons that can either break you or build you. Fears and anxieties can be triggered by negative thinking. Thoughts like, I'll embarrass myself or I'll humiliate myself. When you challenge these thoughts, it can help to reduce your anxiety. I want you to identify the negative thoughts that are causing your fear of social situations. For example, if you're worried about a presentation at school or at work, the negative thought would be, I'm not going to do well or everyone is going to laugh at me. I want you to challenge these thoughts. Ask yourself, am I sure I'm not going to do well on this presentation? With this, you can replace the negative thoughts with a positive way of looking at the situation. Because when you understand the reason for your anxieties, this will help to lessen the negative impact that it has on your life. Ask yourself if you're engaging in any of the following. Number 1, assuming that you know what people are thinking and that they see you in the same negative way that you see yourself. Number 2, trying to predict the future and assuming the worst will happen. Number 3, you just know that something will go wrong, so you're anxious before you're even in the situation. And finally, assuming that the people around you are focusing on you in a negative way. The second tip is, when we're in social situations, we tend to be caught up in our anxious thoughts and feelings. You're convinced that the people around you are looking at you and are judging you. So you focus on the feeling in your body, hoping that by paying extra attention, you can have control over them. But you won't. This only makes you more aware of how nervous you are, and it can trigger even more anxiety. It also prevents you from concentrating fully on the conversations that are happening around you or on the presentation that you're giving. Shifting your focus from internal to external can help to reduce your anxiety a lot, but we all know it's easier said than done. Your mind can't focus on two things at once. The more you focus on what's happening around you, the less your anxiety will affect you. Even if someone does notice that you're nervous, it doesn't really mean that they're thinking badly of you. I mean, chances are they're feeling just as nervous as you, if not more nervous. Or maybe they've been in a similar situation that you're in before. Focus on the present moment and don't beat yourself up for something that you can't control or something that has already passed. You don't have to be perfect because none of us are perfect. So focus on being genuine and attentive because these are what people will appreciate. Tip number 3, face your fears. Now, one of the most important and helpful things in overcoming anxiety is facing your fears of social situations instead of avoiding them. Now, avoiding social situations will only make your anxiety worse. Yes, you will feel better for a short period of time, but it will prevent you from getting used to or being comfortable in social situations, as well as learning how to deal with it in the long term. In fact, the more you avoid social situations that scare you, the more frightening they will become. Now, avoidance also prevents you from doing the things that you would want to do. It prevents you from reaching the goals that you would want to reach. For example, the fear of speaking up can prevent you from sharing your ideas or making new friends. I've been there, and trust me, it is not a great experience. Sometimes it may feel impossible to overcome your fear of social situations, but you can do it one step at a time. The key is to start off small and work your way up. So start off by communicating more and work your way up to becoming more social. This will help you to build your confidence as you climb the anxiety ladder. Don't try to face your biggest fears right away. Don't try to move too fast or to force things. It is never a good idea. It might backfire on you and will only make your anxiety worse. So be patient because social anxiety takes time and practice. Tip number 4, make an effort to be more social. Another way of challenging your fears and overcoming anxiety is looking for supportive social environments. For example, work on your communication skills because good relationships are based on clear and emotionally intelligent communications. If you're having trouble connecting with others, learning the basic skills of emotional intelligence can help a lot. If you want to learn more on how to master your emotional intelligence, I have a video that I will link in the description down below. Tip number 5, adapt to an anti-anxiety lifestyle. Your body and mind are linked. They're codependent. So how you treat your body can have an effect on your anxiety levels, your ability to manage symptoms of anxiety, and your overall self-confidence. Changing your lifestyle alone isn't enough to overcome social anxiety, but it can support your progress. Some tips to reduce anxiety include: number 1, get active. Make physical activity a priority, at least 25 minutes a day if it's possible for you. And if you hate exercising, like myself, then you can go for a walk, stretch, or even dance to your favorite music. Anything that will get your body moving. Number 2, get enough sleep. When you're sleep deprived, it makes you more likely to have anxiety because your brain isn't calm. And if this happens, then you won't be calm. Get enough sleep and it will help you to stay calm in social situations. Remember that overcoming social anxiety takes time and effort. Be patient with yourself and keep pushing your comfort zone. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, make sure to share it with someone who it could help. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this, and I will see you in the next video.